Woodforde.
Yeah, just how it was. And here's the first break point for Thomas Enqvist. Oh, terrific play. Drew on all his experience there.
He took a chance. He served and volleyed. He had to play a good backhand volley there and a nice, looked comfortable forehand volley, but it really wasn't as comfortable as it looked because it was high. He's looking into the lights a little bit. A lot of topspin on Enqvist's mishit forehand pass. Oh dear.
Advantage Enqvist.
When he misses a volley like that, it really is a surprise. And here's a second break point. Again, he thinks the call was wide, but looks all right.
It was only just in, but it was in. Perhaps, you know, he still hasn't settled down, and as a result, he's gauging where the ball is going to land whilst it's still in the air, not really looking at the ball bounce, and he's misjudging the ball.
But it's terrific serving from Mark Woodforde.
Complete mishit on the returner serve. Again, that is not an easy return for a right-hander against a left-hander.
Oh, well, he's making life tough for himself. And again, the forehand volley goes astray.
Well, if he's going to miss volleys, he's more likely to miss the forehand volley because he doesn't really punch through the ball as with enough underspin on the ball, whereas he does that on the backhand volley. Very flat volley, his forehand.
Again, the forehand volley not convincing.
This game, Woodforde served and volleyed a lot. Seems to have done it more than he has for the whole of the match. He's served and volleyed occasionally up until this stage, and suddenly he's almost doing it every point. He's trying to serve and volley again. And that's always dangerous against a man like Enqvist, who ordinarily has a fine returner serve.
Well done. All of a sudden, he was dictating.
Well, he saw that the return was good on the backhand. He anticipated that he'd get a soft, high, underspun backhand, which he got.
Ah, terrific.
Advantage Woodforde.
He's covering the net like a blanket. He had to there. It's a good backhand volley. That was a very, very difficult volley to make. It was actually below the height of the net when he hit the ball.
Well, didn't he serve well? Love 30, 2 break points, and invariably came up with serves within inches of the line. 6th ace there, and he's leveled up at 2 apiece.
love. Correction.
Yeah, ball was good. Terrible call, good overrule. Fourth ace.
Yeah, that's not right. You got to give it a call because you know there have been very late calls throughout this tournament.
Just got the edge of the centre line. Oh, good judgment.
Left.
Yeah.
Maybe he was too scared to hit it, I don't know, but he let it go and it went wide. But he has played this game particularly well in view of the fact that it's such a long game on Woodforde's serve with 2 chances to break and missed both opportunities.
Strange volley, that one. Woodforde's just lost his dominance now that he's had for most of his first hour. And don't know what you think, Bob. It seems to me that Enqvist has just managed to prize himself out of the grip that Woodforde had over him. He's still got to play catch up there.
Yes, he's gives the impression that he's beginning to understand what is going on, both in terms of his own game and the game of Woodforde. And if he does do that, then that spells danger for Mark Woodforde. As well as Mark Woodforde is playing, he's going to have to raise the level of his game if Enqvist raises the level of his, and also raises the level of his understanding of what's going on. Because I still maintain that Enqvist is unsure of what to do at all times, but he certainly played that game very well indeed.
Yes, I think that's exactly what's gone on the last couple of games. Enqvist seems to be raising his game, and the question now is, can Woodforde go with him?
Well, that's right, and I think this game becomes very, very important. Woodforde struggled in his last game, went to 4 deuces, had a couple of break points against him. Then he's given away a love game on Enqvist's service game. So Woodforde has to really come around and play a good positive game. If he struggles to hold serve, or the worst happens that he loses his serve, then the pendulum really has swung.
Oh.
Incredible forehand.
30.
Yes, hit as cleanly and crisply as any through the match. Well watched.
I'm still a little bit surprised that Woodforde has decided to serve and volley every first serve now. instead of mixing that up and keeping his opponent guessing. Enqvist now knows on the first serve that Woodforde's going to serve and volley, so he can just tee off.
Yeah, the volleys aren't good enough from Woodforde at the moment.
No, they're not. Especially on the forehand side. But it worries me. It really does worry me that perhaps he's trying to be a little bit too careful, or perhaps he's playing the result. It is wonderful, the mind games, and sometimes the lack of the mind games that go on in tennis.
Thank you.
Oh, no wonder he glares at it. Big miss. Set up invitingly for him. Fraser, you mentioned about a minute ago, Woodforde playing the result. Expand on that.
Well, you know, he's won the first set, and maybe he thinks he can win, and you know, he's thinking about, you know, phoning mum and dad and being congratulated by the coach and feeling good and reading tomorrow's newspapers. Well, the result's not over yet.
No, far from it.
I know a lot of people would say, well, you know, surely Mark Woodforde is a little bit too experienced for that, but even the experienced players occasionally do that.
He's got where he has done in this match through thinking and variety, and he seems to be eliminating the variety just at the moment.
Absolutely.
Yes, the volley in the first set was getting the job done. Now it's not.
It was a difficult first volley he had to make there, and I thought he did a rather good job, and it was a superb lob from Enqvist. You can see how he's a little bit jammed there. It was a pretty good first volley, but as he hit that smash, the racket slipped in his hand a little bit. Oh, that's fantastic judgment. Oh boy.
If he'd been volleying better, do you think he'd gone for the volley?
Good question, and no, I think he's experienced enough to have let that go, but it took a lot of courage to do that.
Oh, what a shot.
And it's just the game that Woodforde doesn't need. Another long service game. He'll feel better if he wins it, but he's not going to win it if his opponent comes up with passing shots like that. Yes, I'm not sure that that was in.
My gut feeling was that it was probably all right, but it was a hair's breadth decision.